You want to know the most positive thing that you can do to impact the muscle size that you can build? Is to start focusing on the negatives. What's up, everybody? Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. You know, we've talked about before how important the negative portion of a repetition is. But I want to tell you exactly why and show you today why it's so important. And I think it's going to finally kind of sink in as to why you should really be focusing on every time you do a lift, concentrating on the negative and making sure you're getting something out of it. Now, first and foremost, we know that when we lift a dumbbell, I'm going to do a bicep curl so we can see it pretty easily. We know when you do any type of lift that you have a positive portion and a negative or lowering portion to that rep. The fact is that the muscle is under tension regardless of whether you're lifting up or lifting down, or at least it should be. You don't want to lift up and then just let the weight drop, right? If you're controlling the weight up and down, then you are under tension both up and down. But here's one key difference. When you curl the weight up, you're shortening the muscle. So you're going from an elongated position here, tension is to shorten the muscle up. When you go down, there's tension on the muscle, but it's elongating, it's stretching. Okay, so you have two things going on. I'll take out this rubber band, this ATHLEAN-X band to show you what I'm talking about. If I were to shorten the muscle, basically it's getting folded up. Now I can squeeze this thing as hard as I want. I can apply as much tension to this band as I want in my hand. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to get damaged. The muscle fibers are going to be nice and intact. But when I start doing the opposite, and I put tension while I elongate, and more, eventually this sucker is going to snap, and that's what happens inside your muscle when you're lifting. You're getting the little micro tears only on the eccentric portion of the rep. And what do we know? We know that size starts with micro damage to the muscle. If you're not doing anything in your workouts to cause smaller muscle damage, there's nothing to repair, there's no reason to come back bigger and stronger. So that's where it all starts. So if you think about that one more time, again, this bicep curl, some people might argue the most important part of the rep is the positive, but why? Only because it puts you in position to then go do the negative part of the rep. Right? All it is just gets up here. If you want to take it to extreme, you lift it up with this side, and you completely do your negatives until you're completely fatigued. But again, it's that tension with stretch that's causing those fibers to sort of split apart and tear at the micro level that now makes me say, hey, I got to come back and repair that, come back stronger, come back bigger, and that's the essence of getting more size when you're training. I hope that little demonstration helps you. I hope it helps you sink in. When we're doing ATHLEAN-X training, we focus all the time on getting the negative into what we do. Through the techniques we use, through the exercises that we do, everything gets integrated together so you have the most effective exercises that you can. If you're going to spend some time in the gym, guys, get it right. That's what we do with ATHLEAN-X. Quick, fast, 30-minute workouts, but we nail you. We keep it intense. We make sure you're working hard every second that you're there. We'll be back again next week. More stuff like this. Again, sometimes these little scientific break-offs that we do, they're great because it helps us to better understand why it is what we're doing. Again, we kind of put that science back behind the strength. We'll be back here again in 7 days. I'll see you guys then. We have some very, very exciting stuff coming. I'll start letting you know about that very soon. But all I can say is be prepared.